Hey, it's Jonta here, and I want to welcome you to this video. If you're watching this video live, make sure you put in the comments where you're watching from, because I like to know where my viewers are watching from. And if you're watching this from a replay, make sure you put replay down in the comments, because I like to go back and actually know who's watching the video at a later time. So in this video, what I'm going to talk about today is three main things. I'm going to talk about how to make high ticket sales in affiliate marketing. Then I'm going to also talk about the three main methods of compensation that will have others buying from you as opposed to somebody else. What makes somebody buy from you as opposed to buying from a competitor or buying from somebody else? You're going to learn those things in this video. Also, I'm going to talk about how to give value back to the marketplace. So how do you give value in affiliate marketing when you're trying to actually give value and let people know the things that you're learning? So you're going to learn exactly how to give value in this video. So let's get into it. So what I'm going to talk about now is actually how do you make high ticket affiliate commission. So whatever your product or service is that you have, how are you going to sell it? How are you going to get paid for those high ticket commissions, right? So the first thing that I want to say is a high ticket sale is no different than a low ticket sale, right? So a sale is a sale regardless. So if somebody's going to buy from you, they're going to buy from you because they know, like, and trust you, and they believe in what you have to offer. They believe in you as a leader. They believe you as their ticket to the promised land, So if they're going to buy from you, that's why they're going to buy from you. So the product or service really does not matter. They are buying from the leader because they like the leader. They like you as a people. So they like what you have to offer. They like knowing exactly what it is they're getting into, and they like having support. So if you're supportive as a leader, they like that. And that's what's going to get somebody to buy. It's the relationship that you build with somebody over time. It's not about the product or service, because it doesn't matter if it's a $5 product or a $500 product or a $5,000 product, right? It's that amount of value that you give to the marketplace that actually has somebody buy from you, because it really does not matter the product or service, because somebody that gets a product or service from somebody that does not give any value, they're not really going to do nothing with it. A lot of product or services that people have got into, and I'm probably sure that you've signed up for some things in your past that you thought that it was going to help you out, but then you didn't have any support, and it was like you didn't get anywhere with it. So that's the main thing. You gotta have that support system, and you gotta have that team of people that you could actually hold and have as accountability partners. Because you gotta have accountability partners when you're doing this stuff to actually hold you accountable and actually hold each other accountable, so that you're actually productive in your business. If you don't have that kind of thing going, that kind of structure, that kind of support system, it's real easy to get off track. So how you want to make high ticket commission sales is it's all about the problem of the marketplace, right? So whoever's having a problem, so you got to actually know what their pain is so that you can solve the problem. If you don't know what their pain is, it's really hard to be able to determine if somebody needs what you have to offer. So it's all about finding their pain. It's all about knowing what they need and being able to provide that for them, being able to be the problem solver, the solution, right? So it's all about their pain. It's not about the product or service, and it's definitely not about pitching somebody, because you're not pitching somebody if it's something that somebody needs. If somebody needs something and you're just having a conversation with them, and you're just trying to build a relationship and build rapport with somebody, and you find out that they have a problem in their life that needs to be solved, well, then you could frame your product or service or solution around what they have and what they need in their life to actually help them. So that's how you actually make high ticket sales, is you have to build that relationship, build that rapport with somebody first. Then you find out their pain in their life, and how you could solve their pain, right? So that's exactly how you're going to make the high ticket sale. If you just try to pitch somebody, they're not going to buy. It's like going into a store and somebody from like Foot Locker coming up to you and saying, do you need help with anything? You're like, no, I'm just looking at the display. You know, if you go and you try to pitch somebody on your product or service, it pushes them away from you. You know what I'm saying? So you want to actually have a relationship built with your whoever you're talking to actually build that rapport. All right. So the next thing that I'm going to talk about is how do you actually get compensated. The three main ways that you're going to get compensated for what you have to offer, right? So there's three main ways that you're going to get compensated. You're going to get compensated first and foremost for the perceived value of your product, service, or idea. So if your product, service, or idea has a perceived value, if you build up a value on that product or service, if you give more value to the marketplace, then people are going to buy your product. So you have to give value to the marketplace, and they have to know that you're the method that's going to get them from point A to point B to where they really want to be at in their life. So the perceived value that the marketplace has on your product, service, or idea is important, right? So that's what they really have to know, that they're going to get value whenever they buy from you, right? And then you have to also consider the second fact is, how are you going to deliver the product, service, or idea? How is it going to be delivered? What methods are you going to use to deliver it, and how is your delivery going to be to the marketplace? Are you going to have a good delivery or a bad delivery? Or, you have to work on that, and you have to really structure yourself and get ready to actually tell people exactly about yourself, and they have to know you. They have to know, like, and trust you, and actually inspire to be like you. You have to give them leadership and mentorship, and you have to frame your product around their pains, like I was saying before in the previous part that I was talking about and in previous videos. So you have to actually pre-frame your product or service around what they need. So if it's framed around what they need as a solution to their problem, if they're having issues with money and they're struggling in life, and you have a high ticket offer that actually can make them a large commission to where that could actually substitute what they're doing in their life right now, then that's a solution for them, because then they won't have to actually worry about finances anymore, because you have that solution for them, right? So you always want to pre-frame your solution around their problem, right? So that's how you're going to deliver it, and you got to have a good delivery. As you guys know, like, I've been working on my speech and everything like that, and I've been doing it through videos. So this is a little bit of a challenge for me, and I'm overcoming it by doing videos. So that's exactly what you want to do. If you have problems getting on video, or if you have problems doing certain things, you want to actually do more of it so you could get better at it. Repetition is key. Keep doing it. Keep crushing it, and doing everything that you really don't want to do. But just know that, whatever you do, make sure you do the opposite of what your brain is telling you, so that way you could pretty much callous your brain to be able to do anything and be unstoppable. So the next thing that you're gonna have to know about getting compensated for your product, service, or idea is, how easily can you be replaced, right? So you're gonna have to know how easily you can be replaced. And so by this I mean, who has what you have to offer? Who's selling the same thing that you have to offer? And what's going to make you stand out from your competition? What's going to make you stand out from somebody else who is selling the same thing that you are, right? So there's only one key thing that's going to make you stand out from everybody else, and that's the value that you give. So if you give value, and if you're able to actually give them something that they don't normally get from somebody else, then they're going to buy from you. If you give them the value that they need, that they're looking for, if you give them the support, if you're there for them, if they know that you're a valued leader, and they know that you're going to help them, that's what they'll actually buy from. So it's very, very important that you give an enormous amount of value, more than anybody else, because the value that you give, you're going to build a lifelong relationship with whoever you're talking to, with whoever's buying your product or service. So build that lifelong relationship. And the next thing that I'm going to talk about is how to actually give value in the marketplace. So how are you going to give value in affiliate marketing as an affiliate marketer? So exactly how you're going to give value as an affiliate marketer is you have to actually think about affiliate marketing. And there's tons of product, services, and ideas out here, right? So how you're going to give value to the marketplace is actually knowing exactly how you could give back to the community, how you could give back to people. Learn to be a giver, right? Not a taker, right? So when you learn to give, you learn exactly what you need to do to actually give back. So it could be a small thing, it could be anything, but you have to give before you could get. That's part of nature. You have to give, and then you get back in return for what you give to the universe. So exactly how you create value is by giving first, and then you get second. So that's exactly what you want to do, is you want to figure out the small things that you could do for people to be able to give back in value. So I would write it down and keep this on paper, so that way you could see it on paper and actually start to, put these things into motion in your life. Because if you learn to give and you learn the small things, then it builds up over time, and then you have gratitude as you're giving back in the world. So you want to be a giver, and then you get. That's simply how it works. So that's how you give value. So you have to learn something, then you have to teach it, and give it to the marketplace, right? So when you learn something, you have to do it. Learn, do, and teach, right? So those are the three main things that you're gonna want to know. So you have to teach whatever you're learning, and you have to put it into implementation, so that way you can learn it for yourself. So that's how you give value to the marketplace. Alright, so if you like this video, make sure you share it, make sure you love it, and make sure you leave a comment below, and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Yeah!